So we are here again for this YouTube live, and uh, let's welcome growth coach Saeed. He's about to join us very soon.
I'm here.
Okay, we
You're
are
live?
already live.
Oh no.
All right,
Okay.
so we,
Hi.
we, we are live. So let's welcome coach Saeed, who is a speaker, author, and trainer. And if I talk about Mr. Saeed, uh, he has an experience of over 30 years in various industries, has worked in many countries and at different roles, starting from marketing manager to country head. And right now, for many years, he has been helping people, working professionals especially, to attain the same growth mindset so that they can keep growing in their lives, in their professions. So, welcome, Coach, Growth Coach Saeed. And today we are going to discuss about one subject which actually is also known as a dream killer, right? And it is called perfectionism. And why is it a mindset issue that we will know from Coach Saeed. So, Saeed, my first question to you is we have been forced to be perfect from childhood. Like teachers, whether it's a mathematics teacher, English, or Hindi, every subject teachers and parents at home, they wanted us to become perfect at everything, be it sport, be it studies, be it maths, be it cleaning, cooking, everything, right? Now suddenly, how perfectionism became a mindset issue. So I want to know what is perfectionism and why is it a mindset issue now?
Well, thank you, Arif. Thanks for the wonderful introduction, first of all. And thanks all the audience who have joined and appreciate this. Well, Arif, the thing is, perfectionism, it's, it feels like a strength, right? It sounds good. It feels like a strength. It gives you kind of a feeling that being right, okay? And you feel you are the best. You are not like others. And it makes you feel proud even, right? But the reality, the truth is, it's a trap. It's a trap that holds you back. It holds you back, it keeps you stuck, and it even makes you aloof because while others are moving, you are stuck being trying to perfect whatever you're doing. Every time you go, try to make some more adjustments, some more changes, or you are waiting for that perfect moment. So your progress is affected, ultimately your success is blocked. So perfectionism is kind of an illusion, all right? And if you look at things around you, even the best thing that you're using, are they perfect? Why I call it illusion is like say you have thousand kinds of phones. Okay, you have this iPhone, and everybody buys this buying maybe 1 lakh to 1.5 lakh rupees. But is it perfect? Sometimes you feel it's a stupid dumb phone, right? Like we are using this Microsoft, and that is everywhere worldwide use. Is it perfect? It has got 1,000 bucks. So like that, anytime if you look critically, there will be faults. There will be some things. So there is nothing called perfection. There is only something called progress. You have to learn to progress. So if you go deep into this, it's a mindset issue because it fuels your ego. You feel proud. You feel you are perfect, and it fuels your ego. Okay, so you need to get rid of this, and that's often not easy. You need to let go of this perfectionism, which is ultimately, I mean, letting go of this perfectionism is the ultimate power move because once you release yourself of this, then you're free. You set yourself free. Then you can move. That's the thing.
Yeah, rightly said, Saeed. So I often feel that mistakes makes us human, right? And when we are striving to be perfect, we uh, don't let ourselves do mistakes, and at times we are too harsh on ourselves, and
Mm.
more and sometimes harsh on others because the mistakes have been done, right? And so my next question to you is, when we talk about success and perfectionism, can perfectionism affect your success?
Oh, definitely, definitely, definitely. So, l- l- let me start with the truth. The truth is, it isn't about being the best. The real truth is, it is about being at fault. It's a fear of being going wrong, fear of failing. That's the thing which is behind this mask called perfectionism. Okay, but yes, what I mean, as it sounds perfect. I mean, you being perfect sounds very good. Like you rightly said, from childhood we are being told 10 on 10. You have to have a perfect score of 10 on 10, 10 on 10, 10 on 10. So we feel good about this, but it is doing its own damage, which you may not realize. So let me tell you what it is doing. It is actually stopping you. What I mean by stopping you, it is stopping you in four ways. STOP. All right. So it is stopping you from the very moment go start. You will not start. What it is doing is it is keeping you busy trying to perfect your start itself. So ultimately, you're not starting. So that you're often waiting for the perfect time, the perfect tool to fit, the perfect circumstances to come, the perfect weather to go out. That's not what going to happen. Okay. Like Jeff Bezos said, Amazon when he was starting, he said, if you wait for a perfect everything to be perfect, you will never start. I mean, it's true. Like if you take Amazon itself, when he started just with a table and a chair, right? And today there it is. So you need to start. Then the second thing is the T is the trap. It's nothing but a trap. It slows your progress because it keeps you busy in perfecting or correcting everything that you do every time. You spend too much time overthinking. Is it right? Can I go? Can I not go? Is it right time? So you keep tweaking it. Every time you go back to like for example, you write an essay or you write a speech. Every time you go back to it, you'll find some mistakes or you find something you can add, you can delete. So you keep yourself busy polishing, correcting. So it's a trap that keeps you there without any progress, right? And who is the real worry of a perfectionist is not that he want to be perfect. He's worried about what others will see. Others' opinion is what matters to him. He doesn't want others to pinpoint at him, hey, you have gone wrong here. Hey, this is not going right. He doesn't want that. That fuels what when you care too much about others' opinion, it fuels self-doubt. So it makes you weak from inside. So you are afraid of being judged by others, right? When you're afraid of being judged by others, that means you are slowing down, you are becoming underconfident, and you're not moving, while others are. Because others are moving and learning from their mistakes, coming back, correcting themselves, and moving forward. And while you are waiting for the perfect move. And last but not the least, I think this is most important thing. The single biggest reason for your procrastination is your perfectionism, right? Because
True.
you are after this, you never feel you are ready for it. You never feel you are confident. You never feel you are you can take that step. So consequently, what happens is you become hesitant. You create self doubt in yourself, and you will not start. So this stop is something that you need to avoid. And here I think I can mention that see we are all different personalities as human beings, and and in our science of coaching we have different 9 different personalities. Each one have some strength, each one have some weaknesses, each one can do things better in certain ways. So it helps people to know this personality traits and what not doesn't work. Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that, Saeed. And now I can understand what perfection does is simply stop you, right? It is stops you from taking initiatives. It is stops you after you have taken some initiative. It stops you from taking momentum,
Yeah.
and it stops you from achieving the dream that you have. So that's why it's rightly called a dream killer. So in between, you were also talking about the impact of a perfectionist relationship because perfectionist, this perfectionism affects relationships also. So how does it affect these relationships? Sajid? So that's my next question to you.
It's big time, Arif. Actually, I think perfectionism has a massive impact on relationship because as a perfectionist, what happens is you expect everything to be right, everything to be perfect. I mean, from the smallest thing to the biggest things in life. And often in a relationship, what makes problem is small things, like a newspaper not being folded perfectly. Okay, a thing not being put into its right place. These are small, minute things, right? But this is the things that cause problems in relationship. So as a perfectionist, what you expect is because you are like this, everything, everybody else also should be like this, and that creates conflict because for the other person it may not be the right thing. What you think may not be the right thing for him. He would want to do it in a different way. His priorities could be different. His her priorities could be different, right? So as a perfectionist, your obsession for being right causes problems with others because you're obsessed with being right and you're also expecting others to be right, and your right is not necessarily right for the other person.
True. So, so what I've understood is that a perfectionist, have a clear steps of whatever is required to be done. For example, let's say he has in mind that to achieve something, there are 10 steps, and they are supposed to be done in a certain way, which are in his own mind. So he will expect himself and others to do in exact same way, which may not be possible, or there are better ways to do it, or there are simpler ways to do it, right? Or there are ways to do it, right? Sometimes we just take more time to do things or achieve things, and that should be fine. But in perfectionist mind, it has to be done in exactly the same way.
Like,
So,
like you see, if you take a simple example of, like, let's say you decide to do some morning walking, right? And as a perfectionist, you would do a morning walking only when you have nice sneakers, nice jerkin, nice tracksuit, branded ones, nice cap, then you will go walking. But for somebody else, he just care about his health. So he just want to walk. He will go and walk with whatever he has got.
true, true, absolutely true. So my next question to you is, Saeed, how can a person move from uh, being stuck in this perfectionism and start progressing and have this progressing mindset, progressive mindset?
So see, one need to uh, rewire rewire the mindset. I mean, if you keep this perfectionist mindset, it is good to a certain extent, but beyond that, it becomes a hindrance for you. So you redefine success because your definition of success, of everything being right, is not taking you anywhere. In fact, it is giving you stuck. So redefine this your definition of success. And success is not about reaching the ultimate goal with everything that is required to be done. Success is about creating that flow, being in that flow, and doing it consistently day after day and achieving that success. I think I can quote here Ray Hoffman, who's the co-founder for LinkedIn. He said that if you are not embraced by the first version of your product, you have launched it too late. That means you spend too much time creating it, perfecting it. So, which means to say, whenever you do try to do something for the first time, or the first product, your first speech, your first whatever, it is not going to be perfect. So, don't wait for the perfect moment. Just do it, right? So, redefine your definition of success. Second thing is that failures are bound to happen. If it is not a total disaster, it may be the end product may not be as you expected it to be. Embrace that because that's how progress comes. That's how progress comes. Perfection. What is actually perfection is worried about the fear of failure. Okay, but failure is part of the growth. Okay, so embrace that, and learn from the mistakes and keep moving. Like, if you see any big personalities, they did not start with the success all at once time. The biggest actors, the biggest personalities, the biggest politicians, anybody you take, even biggest business people, they all started small, they failed, and they perfected their way. They tried whatever it is along the way. Okay, and they have grown, and that's what it is. And you need to learn to embrace the failures and move from there. And last thing is, don't wait, just do it. Do it with what you have. Do it with however you can. Do it, but do it nevertheless. Because focus on your efforts. When your efforts are right, the results are going to come. So focus on your effort. Don't just focus on your outcome. Outcome is like this, so I have to do like so. Don't be too much judgmental about yourself, and don't even worry too much about what others will say, the others' judgment. Who will judge how and what will happen, all those things. So just ask yourself, what can I do at this stage with what I have, and do it. That's what.
So that's great, Saeed, listening from you. And you know, I was just uh, going through some videos and I found this one where Shah Rukh Khan was telling something about Javed Akhtar, and he said that he and Karan Johar met Javed Akhtar Saab, and they were asking some song for the movie Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, and Javed Akhtar was telling him, okay, what kind of name is that? And you want those kind of names from me? I don't write such songs and something like that, right? And then he just, you know, while they were discussing, he just threw some words, and the song was created, and that song became hit, the title song of Kuch Kuch Hota Hai.
Mm.
And so that's how people become when they have practiced, when they have done things, uh, for a very, very long time, right? So they are not looking for perfection. They are just doing it, and when and especially the creative people, when they keep on doing the same thing again and again for years and years, they reach at some level because mind is so powerful, right? They reach at a level where things become so easy for them. Whether it is Ronaldo kicking the ball or playing with that ball, or whether it is Gulzar writing a song, or pick any person, right, who has done something for years, and you will find the same result. So they are not looking for perfection; they are looking for progress,
Yeah.
right? My question to you here is now that how progress is the real driver of success, and how somebody can embrace it rather than being stuck in perfectionism.
See, to start with, perfectionism itself is a kind of, from the word go, it's an over ambitious thing because there is nothing like perfection. It doesn't build success. What builds success is progress. So you need to embrace progress. So now how does progress come? It comes with it doesn't come all at once. It comes in stages, it comes with steps. So here I have the one thing that we need to do is first move forward. So for move, I want to share my acronym here for this, which helps people can get out of this perfectionism and move forward. So M is for mindset. Okay. The first thing that you need to do is you bring in some mind shift. So as a perfectionist, you have this mindset called all or nothing. So all steps should be right. All things should be ready. Everybody should do the way I think. So all or nothing. This mindset, this thing, you need to change this. You need to get out of this mindset, and instead you need to embrace progress. Okay. So success is not about doing everything right or doing everything when it is right. Success is about consistently doing with what you have and progressing. All right. Because when you do things, you make mistake, you come back, you learn, and you do it again. You move forward. But instead, if you are waiting, you'll be waiting endlessly. So start now and improve later. Start now with what you have and improve later. But if you because instead that if you wait for a perfect day, perfect weather, perfect team, it may never come. And momentum is the key. Momentum matters. So momentum is more than being perfect. So create that momentum. Like for example, you want to write a book, right? If you think I will write all at once, I will sit one day and I will write all at once, or I will write it in 1 week. That may never happen. All the content, all the things, not come at one time. Instead of that, you have an idea in your mind and you write 1 page every day. By end of year, what you have is 365 pages. That's a lot. So once you have the draft, maybe a couple of weeks, you can delete, add whatever it is, do corrections, and your book is ready. But instead of that, if you say all at once, you may never see your book coming up. So you need to build these habits. Like if you want to write a book, write 100 words a day. If you want a physical fitness, start small, maybe 10 push-ups a day, right? So like that, bring that mind shift in. Then the second thing is O is focus on outcome, but outcomes with it is optimized with your efforts. Okay, so outcome is destined when your when you optimize your efforts. So put in your efforts. Okay, don't wait for again everything to be perfect. Just put in your effort. Do what is in your control, because not everything is in your control. If you have a team, maybe some days somebody is not well, somebody is not coming, something is happening. So do what is in your control. Progress happens when you value the process. Okay. So value the process, do it and do it with what you have and however you can. The results will come. V is now value small things, because when you start something, even the biggest goals, the progress looks small. Every day, maybe you inch towards progress. So even the inch or even a centimeter movement, acknowledge that movement, value that movement, because you have made that progress, right? Even if you have made a mistake, you made that mistake means you learned something. You have tried at least first of all. Then in the trial, you made a mistake and you learned something. So that itself is also a progress. So value the progress, celebrate it. I mean, create milestones when you make a progress in your mind, because that will uh, that will inspire you to do more. Because if you don't acknowledge that, if you don't value that, you will feel stuck. So celebrate even the small progress that you make each step. Create some acknowledgement in your mind. So create some anchors in your mind. Okay. And last but not the least, E is that embrace imperfection. Nobody is perfect in this world. Nothing is perfect in this world. There things can go wrong. You can go wrong. Don't worry about what others thinking, others' opinions, and all those things. Embrace imperfection and understand imperfection is a part of the progress. It's part of the process. Perfectionism is basically just an illusion, as I said earlier. So what you do is real, the action that you put. Everything else in your mind, nobody sees it. Okay. So put it into action. Start with what you have, start with where you are. Start imperfectly and perfect it as you grow. And that's the moment that you need to create. That means when you move, you shift your mindset, you bring momentum, you optimize your efforts, you value the small progress that you're making, and you embrace imperfection. And you will, by doing this, you replace your perfectionism with consistent growth, consistent progress. And that's how you bring in the mind shift, and that's how you progress in life.
That's wonderful, Said. And I really like these acronyms that you have come with. That perfectionism stops, right?
Yep.
And if you want to progress and be successful in life, be victorious in life, have a victory mindset, you just have to move,
Yeah.
right? I really like those acronyms. Perfectionism stops and progress moves. Or if you want progress, just move, right?
Yeah. Just move. Yeah. Just move. Yeah.
Yeah. So, uh, so thank you for sharing all that with us, and thank you everyone who has joined us for this uh, live. And if you have any questions, we are here for a while. And Coach Saeed is ready to answer all the questions that you have. So, what I feel is that somebody who feels stuck somewhere, just look inside. Is it perfectionism? Ask yourself if it is perfectionism. And if it is, just take an initiative, take a decision and move, right? As you rightly said. And if you think that you require some help, we are here. You can contact Growth Coach Saeed or me. You can find us on any of the platforms, YouTube. On this channel itself, you can see the discovery link, and uh, we can help you assess free of cost. And the reason is that we want to help as many as people we can, right, to attain that victory mindset and move from procrastination, move from perfectionism to progress. Thank you, Coach Saeed, and have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, Arif. Thanks for having me, and thanks for all the people who have joined. And hopefully, we'll see you again next week, same time, same on YouTube Live.
Bye bye. Take care.